Podcasts are hot right now. How do I know? Well, you're listening to one right now, aren't you? But you might be wondering, how on earth do I get my voice out there and start my own podcast? It all seems so intimidating. Between hosting and platforms and monetization, it can get real complicated real quick. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We started this podcast over 2 years ago, not knowing clue one on how to do it. So how do we do it? We did it with Anchor. Anchor is the free podcast app with creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on all the platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And everybody likes money, right? Well, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go right now, download the free Anchor app, or go to Anchor FM to get started. It's the eCommerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your host, John Suder, Bart Mroz, and Brittany Blackman. The eCommerce Minute is a production of SUMO Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm located in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's eCommerce Minute episode 704.
In today's episode, Shopify launches Shop mobile app.
Small retail outlets are the most vulnerable to closing as a result of the COVID-19 crisis, according to a report from Brookings about the economic impact of the coronavirus. Without a lifeline, many local businesses may not survive the current disruption with the looming recession. That is why it is crucial that when you venture out to shop, you shop small and local. And while Shopify is best known for powering the online stores of more than 1 million businesses, the company is launching a consumer shopping app of its own called Shop to assist small businesses. The app is actually an update and rebrand of Arrive, their app for tracking packages from Shopify merchants and other retailers, which the company says has been used by 16 million consumers already. The app allows users in North America to browse and purchase products from any of the merchants that use Shopify's e-commerce logistics platform or its in-store point-of-sale services. Users can browse product inventory much in the same way that customers scroll through online menus when they order through apps like UberEats or Doordash. They can follow their favorite brands and get updates about new products and discounts. They can also go to the Shop Local function, where the app will search for bricks and mortar stores in the United States that are close to their most recent delivery address. This allows users to find and shop from local merchants that use Shopify's products. It also leverages Shopify's one-click Shop Pay checkout feature, previously called Shopify Pay, to handle transactions, and Arrive to track the status of online orders. Small businesses in general are at great peril as store closures and shelter-in-place orders persist, and many in the U.S. have grappled with red tape in receiving financial assistance from the government, forcing them to rely on delivery and pickup to stay afloat. Shopify is positioning Shop as a means of supporting those struggling at the moment, but the app also serves to drive more businesses to its platform and offerings like Shop Pay. While Shopify may not make any direct revenue from Shop, the new app is a smart way of enticing new and smaller businesses to try Shopify's services, including its e-commerce store builder and its payment system. This is pretty cool. There have been some mixed reviews about the usage of this thing. What shall we call them, Bart? Pundits have said that it was released half-baked.
I'm with them. So I've been using Arrive because, a lot of stores are on Shopify, so it just kind of is included in it. I like it. Arrive was great because it just picks up your shipping stuff automatically, and now they just replaced it with Shop. So they just added a feed of all their shops into it. Here's the problem. Not everybody is okay with that. They just literally added everybody.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate. Why would you not be okay with that?
Well, there's some contractual stuff that people have to go through, and there's a lot of different sort of privacy things. And I know it sounds good because you want to be everywhere, but not always. So there's issues there. 2, it's not the greatest search feature. So basically, what I've noticed is that you can search for stuff, but then if you want to go shops near you, you can't change the location shops near you. It tells you based on your last delivery.
It's baked, so your delivery address is baked in, and you can't say, "Well, but I'm not really there."
Well, kind of, right? So here's the fun problem. So we've been quarantined down the shore for past 2 months, so I had stuff delivered there. Problem is, I also send stuff to my parents who are nowhere near me, or my wife's parents who are definitely nowhere near me. So it shows local shops based on the last one. So sometimes it's Connecticut, sometimes it's outside of Philly, sometimes it's nowhere near me. And I'm like, this doesn't help me.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of those things. I think it's a good thing. I think they're trying to promote shops. I think they're going to expand on it. I don't know as much as hype it got, I don't know if that's the right hype. What I'm excited about is the new stuff they're going to come out. They just come out this week. Let's
finish trashing this app first. So the things that I've read was it's basically, as you said, they just clamped on a product search on top of it, but not a very good one.
No.
So what I've seen was, okay, I'm looking for sneakers, but it won't. You would think looking for sneakers, it would show you all of the stores that sell sneakers. No, it basically just gives you search results with the name sneaker in it. So, or unless you're following one of these shops, it's hard for discovery. So I think it's got a long way to go. And of course, Twitter yesterday was like, well, actually, this isn't, you know what? I think sometimes you have to, what's the saying, don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough. And maybe they did rush it, but if it turns out to help merchants and they keep improving on it, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm okay with them rushing it at this time. Like, people saying stupid stuff about it is just silly. My opinion is there's features they can add on to it, right? But in these times, yeah, put out anything can to help, retailers do something about it.
Sure. And they've already got a customer base of 16 million users. So it's not like they have to ramp up and get adoption for it. It's something that somebody's already using, and it's just going to be, even if you're just using Arrive, Shop maybe turn out to be something that is even more useful. And as the product evolves and as they promote it more, because it wasn't, who knows about this thing besides people in the e-commerce and the, and the actually people on Twitter. Nobody really knows about this yet. So I think if they promote this properly, it could turn out to be a big win for Shopify.
Exactly.
Okay. We're going to trash Shopify anymore, or are we going to keep going?
Let's not trash them. I do like them.
Nah, I don't like to trash Shopify. You and I are both pro Shopify. Business reasons aside, I think it's a great company. And I think they do a lot of good things. We are pro Shopify here. Let's just clarify that. All right. We're going to do a little stat time. About 70% of small businesses have applied for a CARES Act loan. It's unclear how many have received them. That is true. Shopping on smartphone apps have accounted for 84% of e-commerce growth through the 2019 holiday season. Yes, mobile is here to stay. A recent survey of global consumers by Ernst & Young found that 34% of respondents are willing to pay more for local products amid the pandemic. And we touched on this, I guess it was last week on one of our podcasts. We said, are you looking at stickers right now? Are you looking at price stickers? Or are you looking just to get that thing and get on your way? So I think some people are going to make some money.
Right? Yeah.
I think some sly merchants may make some decent cash on the side by gently increasing some of their prices because people are not paying attention. The Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP fund, relies on banks to vet and approve loans of up to $10 million to small businesses with no more than 500 employees. The SBA banks the loans, which are offered at an ultra-low interest rate. So about 72% of those who tried to apply for the loan say they were successful in submitting an application, according to the survey. Interesting. I'm hearing that a lot of these people that got the money now are sitting on it because they don't know what to do with it. Because what if they spend the money and then things get worse in 2 months and then they're out of money?
Well, yes. So they're not. So I've heard from a whole bunch of people that they applied to it just in case and just put it in the bank.
Right.
Which is fine. A lot of thoughts there.
Yeah. It's interesting because we're dealing with the great unknown. This is all a great unknown.
Mm-hmm.
We're all learning a lot of valuable lessons in every single way, in every single facet of our lives. And predicting where the next dollar is going to come from is sometimes challenging, especially if you're in a small business. The weather's starting to change and everyone's going outside. And with that will come, oh my goodness, look, there's more infections and we have to close everything again. We're back to where we were in March. I'm not looking forward to that part. All right. Guys, got anything else?
Nope.
That is your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at SUMO Heavy.